Welcome to Taiwan community. We are going to review the investigation about ACE thoroughly in this video. Hopefully you will obtain a clear understanding after. The whole investigation will be classified into 4 aspects as shown on screen. Each part will be displayed and comprehended consecutively. So, starting with part 1, Introduction and Perspectives. What is Fusionist? The project is a combination of a blockchain game called Fusionist and game social infrastructure layer named Endurance. Fusionist is a Web3 AAA game built by a group of experienced gaming veterans. Endurance is the decentralized game social blockchain. Since Endurance launched in January 2023, it has amassed over 1.83 million token holding wallets and exceeded 100 million transactions. ACE is the native token of Endurance blockchain and can be used for the following ways: in-game spending earning, ecosystem engagement, staking and governance, and Endurance blockchain gas. Endurance blockchain offers a multiple-layer architecture to provide scalability and facilitate the reuse of existing modules. This architecture is composed of infrastructure, client interface, execution engines, network protocols, and storage. In addition, this architecture makes it possible to modify existing smart contracts easily and efficiently. The Endurance chain consists of multiple layers, API, and tooling. Endurance provides a complete set of APIs and tools to enrich the blockchain ecosystem. Explorer. Endurance Explorer allows real-time analysis of blocks, transactions, contracts, and accounts on the blockchain. Governance Staking app allows validators to easily propose, vote, and delegate through a user-friendly interface. APIs provides valuable information on NFTs and DeFi through RPC and WebSocket. Client interface offers Web3 JSON and -RPC with 100% compatibility with the Ethereum network. Governance modules enables chain governance, including staking and slashing. Execution runtime, 100% EVM compatibility, and smooth migration of existing smart contracts. Consensus. Endurance adopts a proof-of-stake consensus algorithm that combines a hybrid mechanism of proof-of-stake and proof-of-authority. Network protocol implements a P2P communication protocol between validators and nodes. Storage and state provides key value storage and Merkle tree state, transaction and block storage optimized for high capacity processing. First of all, as far as the blockchain game itself is concerned, it has indeed injected vitality into the application and ecosystem of blockchain technology. However, blockchain games currently have obvious defects such as poor graphics, strict entry criteria, low playability, and lack of active users. The vast majority of on-chain games suffer from disadvantages such as weak public chain performance, lack of necessary blockchain technology application scenarios, and insufficient reserves of blockchain development personnel. Blockchain games are still in their infancy, and the slow construction of the overall industry will inevitably constrain the future development of the project. Secondly, the hybrid consensus mechanism of proof-of-stake and proof-of-authority adopted by the Endurance chain improves the running speed while ensuring the effectiveness of governance authority. However, as the main consensus mechanism of the private chain. Proof of authority determines its high degree of centralization. In the future, the on-chain management formed by the top active validators on Endurance Chain is very likely to have a huge impact on the independent rights of chain game players, which will further affect the user's gaming experience and lead to the loss of users. It will ultimately affect the overall market value of its native token, ACE. Part 2. Team and Funding. Fusionist team comes from well-known Web2 game companies such as Tencent and IDFame. They all have long-term experience in the game industry. The core members are the following three experts: Ike T, founder and CEO, 14 years of experience in the industry, joined Tencent in 2009 as Associate Art Director. Daniel Fan, Marketing Director, 14 years of experience. He joined Tencent in 2009 and has successively served as Associate Development Producer, Publishing Producer, and Operations Manager. He is responsible for the development and promotion of games. Charles D, Technical Director, 11 years of experience, full stack engineer, chef engineer of Mountain Game. In June 2023, Fusionist announced that it had received a total of $6.6 million in seed round financing, led by Binance Labs and FunPlus Games. The two NFT series issued by the Fusionist team, BuyMac and Alpha Prestige, were sold out as soon as they were launched. BuyMac's subscription amount exceeded 2.15 million BUSD, and 4,600 people subscribed, exceeding the subscription quota by 12 times. Alpha Prestige rose by 85% within 7 days after its release, and the floor price has reached 9.4 ETH. The core members of the team are truly experienced in the game industry, but Tencent games generally expand the market based on the high daily active users and high social attributes of other Tencent products. This is completely different from the expansion of the blockchain game market. The team is in the process of adapting. It is inevitable that there will be problems caused by thinking inertia, which will be a negative factor for the user growth of the project. The initial financing amount of the Fusionist project is at the leading level in the industry, and the early NFT sales revenue has also achieved some success. However, compared with the traditional game industry, it is still a drop in the bucket, and the subsequent financing capacity and profitability are still uncertain. This may in turn affect the value-added potential of the native token ACE. Part 3. Social Media and Roadmap. Fusionist has more than 700,000 followers on Twitter, and the number of Discord members is over 1 million. The roadmap has shown that in August 2022, release of Game Introduction and Game 1 Colonization. From October to November 2022, NFT whitelist minting. Start to earn points to obtain stakes, tokens, airdrops, etc. In January 2023, Endurance Mainnet and ACE token launched. From March to November 2023, Game 2, Expedition, and Galactic Duel versions released, and activities continuously updated. In December 2023, Fusionist announces cooperation with South Korean blockchain gaming platform MarbleX. The number of fans of Fusionist has begun to take shape, but the gap is obvious compared with traditional Web2 games that can easily reach millions of daily active users. The iteration speed of the in-game version can only be said to be quite satisfactory, since the liquidity of the native token ACE is closely related to the number of users. The growth rate is still not ideal in terms of relying on the game itself to acquire users. Part 4. Tokenomics and Marketing Performance. The distribution ratio of tokens in the white paper is displayed on screen. The team and investors will allocate approximately 40% of the total amount of tokens. By calculating TGE, the current circulating supply is 21,969,520 tokens. 10,290,000 tokens are provided by Binance distributed by Launchpool. Early equity investors hold 3,381,000 tokens, accounting for 15.38% of the current circulating supply. ACE tokens are mainly distributed on the BSC chain and the Endurance mainnet. BSC scan can currently track 10,979,081 tokens, of which Binance addresses account for about 90%, and the second holding address holds about 6.65% of tokens. The main trading exchange of ACE is Binance, around 46.22%, followed by OKX, about 14.21%, and HTX, around 3.02%. As far as ACE token marketing performance is concerned, we will be mainly looking at the recent spot and futures changes. Spot changes. In the past 30 days, the Binance wallet has a net inflow of approximately 320,000 tokens, while the second holder has a net inflow of 220,000 tokens. This address has frequent transactions with BitHump and Binance. It might be associated with accumulating tokens by market makers and exchanges. In the past 24 hours, Binance spot trading volume has decreased compared to the previous day, reaching 3.84 million tokens. Since the price dropped 13% to $13 on the 22nd of December, the daily trading volume has gradually decreased, and the 7-day trading volume was approximately 2 million to 5 million ACE per day. Futures changed. In the past 24 hours, the funding rate of ACE on Binance is around 0.015%, which is relatively low. However, in recent days, the phenomenon of positive funding rates in the entire market has been more obvious. The funding rates of popular tokens are mostly between 0.01% and 0.03%, which represents the relatively high bullish sentiment in the entire market recently. The long-short ratio of accounts holding ACE futures has remained above 2.9 since the 27th of December in 2023. It has been above 3 in the past 24 hours. The top trader long-short ratio of accounts has remained greater than 1.13 in the past 7 days. In the past 15 days, ACE price has experienced several large fluctuations. With the increase of aggregated liquidations and the total number of outstanding ACE futures contracts was not filled quickly after liquidations in the market, the Binance total number of outstanding ACE futures contracts remained near 2 million in the past 24 hours and tend to be stable. The trends behind overall futures data implies that the market has a relatively high bullish sentiment towards ACE. To sum those up, the balance structure of ACE is relatively concentrated. A large number of tokens in the total supply are held by projects and investors, which constitutes the main source of potential selling pressure after the tokens are unlocked in the future. Early equity investors hold 15.38% of the current circulating. Among the BSC trackable addresses, Binance addresses account for about 90%, forming the main source of potential selling pressure in the current period. The token price on the K line has shown continuous decline since its listing. The current spot transaction volume is relatively low. Binance wallet addresses are flowing out, and the address with the second largest token holdings is flowing in to accumulate tokens. Futures data shows that the total number of outstanding ACE futures contracts is stabilized after a sharp decline. The feeling of long futures and a high long-short ratio, funding rates, and other data show that the market's bullish sentiment is still not low in terms of futures. When the revenue caused by liquidations are particularly high, risk prevention should be the primary concern for retail investors. Thanks for watching.